Hello, so we're gonna chill here and today I'm continuing Danganronpa. Yeah. Okay. Well, bro, I kind of hate that. It's so weird how the body is 2D. Like what the frick? Okay. So first I'm gonna talk to Kyoko.
However,
For Sayaka to have been killed. Wait. Hi? Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have been taking her by surprise,
Certainly.
right? They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Yakio, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to him. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force, even this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her. And she asked them to come to the rec room at noon. The same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's nothing I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So,
It looks like a protein cup and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label that says Kim A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange, how
Hey.
it is. You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window broke again.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take a note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue. I'm not sure I see how. Okay. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this might have originally been a bottle. Huh, there's something else on the floor near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. Someone give me a figure. Figure on the... okay. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have came from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Okay. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all kinds of magazines here. Right. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of monokuma. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat's place inside. You never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the monokuma version of that. A monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay. Hi, the locker's open and they're on the inside. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint and all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh, why not?
Hey.
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Okay. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in the chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lip for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Gyakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy rubber. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me. Right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on it. You really liked them that much. But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they have lost all their flavor. You know? Okay. Is that all? Wow. The chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. The door. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence. Okay. Nothing's... Oh, wait.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then.
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay. Those other 2 people probably went back to their rooms. Okay, so I know Yasuhiro's room's up there. So Toko's... Okay, that's Sayaka's. Oh, here it is. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with the master too? I just said too, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit it, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated to her room. Okay. There. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awaken in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to go too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. and she happened to mention the others like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely not. Definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to a nurse's office.
Don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was filling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up. Shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me, before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that he was just trash, but there's no way. That's all there was to it. Okay. What's next? I'll definitely have to go look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it has to, it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Alright. The chem lab. Okay. It'd be easier if I teleported. I don't want to walk.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Okay. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Okay. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powders come from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Kim C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is what and it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Okay. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the last shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene of the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an unsufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I had drawn up a sketch of the room. And so how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me. So when you look at it, like this interesting. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
The footprints must be...
It's certainly
Makoto,
possible.
are they yours? No.
What?
Okay then. Let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these footprints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Kim C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay. Let's see what's on this shelf. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drinks we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with A and what number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit, section A. How about wait? There's one bottle here that's labeled Kim C9. Could someone have put it there on accident? Okay, on this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving with section C. So on this shelf, it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be a bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and the number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit, section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Which you did. You already did. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements. Section B has reagents. And section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me is that in section A there was a bottle with a label from section C. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There's definitely something going on here. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. Okay. Wait, I completely forgot. Is the investigation this time like extremely short? Alright.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body and shelf of magazines and the Monokuma bottle. These three things have revealed some new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Coco said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. A clue? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Okay, Sakura's body. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure out. Well, yeah, I know.
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her
Correct.
shoes? You see that yellow powder on her and stuff? Yeah, it really stands
I
out.
see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey.
Next is the wound on her head. Look
It's
carefully.
true.
Actually, even telling you that is it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It appeared that she didn't suffer a single single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Okay, I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Okay. So this must have originally been a bottle. And on top of that, near the glasses. Oh wait, you mean these bottles? I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out yet? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation? Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the bottle, of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh, are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... sorry to keep you waiting.
So then.
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words.
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected, and one of them, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, which means Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect that weight.
So then.
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then.
Okay then, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words.
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together,
Hey.
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. Alright. Yeah, that was a very short investigation.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay. Then
Okay. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the Clash Royale. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, Etsy. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Indeed.
Alright. For example, do you have 100 friends? Okay then. He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't
Nothing.
wait!
Please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the heck was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting
Don't
casual.
be mean!
Or I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Oh yeah. Whatever. Wait. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt that one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our still prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. I do not remember this trial room. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
Okay then. That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened up for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Okay. Well, time to see the new skills I got last time. Oh. That is not what I wanted. I only got 1 more skill point. Don't need it. Okay. Wait. Wow. Kevin. bro. Oh, the second game is it's so easier to get skill points in. Okay. I guess I'll start some of the next trial, but I won't finish it right now. The trial was, the investigation was way too short.
Of the class trial. Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now
We already...
whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura.
In every trial, why are they always hopping to conclusions? And why? What's wrong with her hair?
He's one of the people that hated her.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
Also, Hina's always jumping to conclusions, I
I don't
swear.
want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Alright.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying
Because you hated her.
is that it?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low
Bruh.
Yes. It was one of you. One of
Okay.
you killed.
And what reason did you?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah. And that was right before she died.
Wait a second. Whatever.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Bro, what is going on with her hair? I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. I know. Then does that mean one of them did it? Okay. Footprint and powder. That's the Sakura's body. Pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with. I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Right?
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong.
I like when they make the non-stop
Kira,
debates easy.
When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dot.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is Hiro got the candy from Hina. Wait.
I got it!
I'm gonna do this without losing any
I'm not
hearts.
sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually
Wait.
give Sakura the candy until after she left the nurse's office.
Wait, that's kind of impossible.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why this sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Cannon. What would a shining message
At
even
the
be?
scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
It's funny how you were not even there to investigate.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime, so it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for your...
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoki found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, there's an obvious problem with that, what Hiro said before. Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, wait. No! I failed it. I failed, already. I'm trying not to lose a single heart.
I found the dying message.
When Ogre's body was...
and I can tell you when
It was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
No, it doesn't.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Hi.
Shoot!
Okay.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you it was only after I found the magazine
Tucked away on the
magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I already failed my mission.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
I knew it was impossible.
That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Okay, Yasuhiro's just an idiot.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first...
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true!
Doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Okay. Hey, I like these parts.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Don't do this on me now.
Show me the proof.
Okay.
I'm at least 30%
Reloading
right.
is so annoying.
The occult is bullcrap.
And the negative
The
thing.
end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you.
Okay.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
Okay.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Wow.
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
Yasuhiro killed Sakura?
Exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end it everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Okay, honestly, if she was muttering that stuff and I had no idea what was going on, I would do the same thing.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Could have easily just ran out of the room. She was not going to do anything to stop you.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened.
I like how you resorted to framing
Roast
Toko.
me, boil me, do what...
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Calm down.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro didn't... that doesn't make sense? Right. Why he picked up... No. Okay. Why he didn't use... Okay. Why the magazine was sitting.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? Huh? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message? Then stick it somewhere we might not find it.
Oh! Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
I don't know. Don't judge me.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
It was Kyoko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
No, it was obviously Byakuya having feelings for Toko, so yeah, having secret feelings for Toko. And he put the magazine back on the shelf.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important... That doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't...
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not.
So... what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but... okay.
We haven't reached the end of this case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Okay. Oh my gosh, why is there so much truth bullets?
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind.
The examination.
Before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. You only hit her once.
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered.
And she... See? This hero really is the killer!
Wait.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
I don't think I put it on me.
Yeah, just once.
Bruh, that...
the first
oh
swing,
my gosh. Stupid purple
Hero
words.
really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could...
You hit her from behind. You only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
There we go.
That's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma balls, I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be... Oh, great. Hangman's Gambit. Okay, I mean, this one should be easy. Okay. Right. Okay, where's the E? Oh my gosh. I need another E. Oh. There we go.
Now I understand.
Yeah, pretty sure I already knew that.
That's it. The chess pieces.
Yeah.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Alright.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Alright.
And on the ground...
Oh! So the queen is missing!
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. Well,
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah! Wait,
Okay,
no,
then.
that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the ball that was missing. It was at site. What kind of answer is that? It was broken.
the bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so...
Because there was evidence at the scene that supported...
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle. Okay. The test. Yeah.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. There was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few tubes, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove it.
Why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's some bowling outfit. What on earth even is that? What?
I got it!
Second attacker.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding me in the rec room? Don't be rude. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. Another bullet time battle. Let's go. I do not remember what the new element is. Should probably listen to this. Oh, I know it is. Now I actually have to choose the truth bullets, which kind of sucks.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
Wait, no.
That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
Oh crap.
No!
I'm doing terribly.
That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
Come on, please.
I curse
Please.
you. It's a lie! It's a lie!
No.
I admit
No,
nothing.
stop the negative stuff.
That's enough!
Wait, lock your handprint. Come on.
This should prove it.
There we go.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Man.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
I know. It's kind of hard with the negative.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed
Because
Sakura!
Byakuya told her.
No, I swear there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean, probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back, upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a like a monster growling when I turned around. There was Sakura, covered in blood, and
Terrifying.
staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted, right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean...
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all!
My fault! Master's fault! When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights!
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Dang, rejected.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on! That's... you know, but anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre! So that's good?
So that's good. Keep talking like that and he is gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling!
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Okay. Wait.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood, so you smashed her head in with a Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully,
Wait.
and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
Wait.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood, so you...
Gotta look at this real quick. Right. Okay, not that.
Smashed her head in with a Monokuma.
You got it!
And where did the attack...
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Okay.
I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up right...
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood, so you smashed her head in with a Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed...
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Oh, my health is looking terribly.
I remember waking up right...
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood, so you smashed her head.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Okay.
Shoot!
I am at the edge of death
I
here.
was just sleeping, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise. You smashed her.
You got it.
And where did the attack?
Right.
I killed her there in front of the show.
Okay.
I was just, and all of a sudden, Sakura, I remember waking up right.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre
No.
covered
Oh
in
my
blood.
god.
You got it.
And where did the attack?
Right where I killed her there in front of the show.
I suck at this stuff.
I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden, Sakura, I remember waking up right.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
What?
Shoot!
Oh my gosh. And I failed the trial.
I refuse to give up yet.
Alright. Well,
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
alright.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
The
Taken by surprise,
summary.
you smashed her head in.
You got it!
And where did the attack take
Right
place?
where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Not that.
Shoot!
I'm gonna fail this part again.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a
Status,
sudden,
everybody.
I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise when you smashed her head in with the...
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, that's wrong.
Wait.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
Alright.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
Wait.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Wait. Wait. The bloodstain.
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors! There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that!
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there? Till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I was in the locker, obviously. I like how these things just have the most stupidest option and like, then they have like a reasonable option.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already up, so obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know! What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her, thank you very much. You're lying!
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head!
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could he really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Okay.
What
The
was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from
yellow
Genocide
powder.
Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Okay. I'm just gonna do this yellow powder.
It wasn't from Genocide, and what was it?
There's no other possible what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
What? Yeah.
Shoot!
Okay.
What was it that killed her? If it wasn't from Genocide, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Okay.
What was it that
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
It's not that.
then what was it?
There's no other possible what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
It's not that.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Okay.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Not that.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause.
Wait.
What killed Sakura? I can't
Come on,
think
come
of
on, foul.
anything
Come on, come
other
on,
than the
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm
According
just
to the
going
Monokuma
to
file,
wait.
Sakura had vomited blood.
I guess I'm just gonna end the video off here because I'm not planning on I was not planning on like doing the whole trial this video. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.